as somebody's watching one of these videos, they're probably leading a missional community, leading a small group, pastoring a church, or they're wanting this kind of thing for their church, for their small group. This really also requires us to support people that are interested in seeing this happen in their church, seeing this kind of growth. It requires us to support the mission of God. Leaders need support, but a missional community doesn't fall just on one leader or a couple to lead it. It takes everybody doing it together. And we want to see the Ephesians 4 gifts expressed. We want to see everybody operating in their spiritual gifts and seeing, everybody equipped for the work of ministry. But it really, in some ways, comes back to a verse we know in Hebrews 10 that I'll just read for us. Hebrews 10, 24 and 25 says this, "And let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, all the more as you see the day drawing near." So we need to encourage each other, not grow weary of meeting together, and we need to do that with eternity in mind. And so this purpose of us supporting each other in different ways, and different administrative gifts, other things, being blessed by each other's gifts, is ultimately with eternity in mind. And it's a consistent habit. We can't meet every few months and think somehow we're a missional community. We can't just kind of do this as this extra thing. This is actually part of our primary walk with the Lord. So how do we support each other as we do that?
I believe, again, from through the years and seeing these things work well in many places and seeing it struggle in many places and saying, okay, what's the difference there? Is that a lot of this support needs. So a normal small group or normal mission community of 8, 10, 12, 14 people, in some ways is too large for people to be fully supported. There's some support there, but for them to be fully supported, also because it's often men and women. It's not just men or just women. So because of that, I believe we need to also have some smaller, more intimate relationships. We call these DNA groups. And the D and the A, N and the A stand for like different functions of what happens in there, but primarily it's a small, intimate relational environment of 3 to 4 men, 3 to 4 women, I say, that are committed to the flourishing of each other. If we're going to live like a family, if we're going to live sustainably and fruitfully on mission in all the hard work and challenges of it, we've got to have some ongoing support where we're getting a lot of encouragement and where we're speaking into each other's hearts and we're praying for just a lot of the stuff going on in each other's lives. So these DNA groups, again, 3 to 4 women, 3 to 4 men, that are deep into each other's stories. And so we like to start these by having the 3 to 4 share the 45-minute version of each other's stories. You can imagine.
Absolutely.
If you start like that, where just say you and I and a couple others are in a DNA together, we get to know we hear the 45-minute version of each other's story. Highs and lows, all the different relationships, when we were younger, when we were teenagers and university students, and all those different seasons and stages and the ups and downs and family dynamics. You hear that from the very beginning. You are just in this deep, committed, supportive relationship. Which then, so a normal missional community or small group, say it has 7 women and 4 men in it. That would maybe be possible to have 2 DNA groups for the women, 1 DNA group for the men. So they're going to meet, we'll say, 2 to 3 times a month together in these deep, supportive relationships. But then they live this other life together as a family on mission. And this kind of support and care is just so critical, but so good. I can tell you so many stories both on the women's side, because my wife has been in them and led them many times for many years, as have I, and I've seen it in other churches. But the ongoing fruit, and just from those small DNA groups, really significant.
Yeah.
And then affects the life and the health of the whole missional community.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so highly encourage you to figure out how to form these, how to just create that expectation that everybody in the church would be part of a DNA group that is living these ongoing, supportive relationships, having those kinds of conversations, talking at a heart level, praying at a heart level, spurring each other on, as you read from Hebrews, spurring one another on to love and good deeds.
As we consider how to stir one another up towards love and good deeds, we're hopefully a part of a greater body of church. We're a part of a church structure that is preaching the word, that is proclaiming the gospel, and we are missional communities within this.
Yes.
And so there should be a care, a shepherding. And so for any lead pastors watching this, or elders watching this, caring and releasing your missional community leaders is extremely important. Saying, I trust the Spirit of God is working in them and working through them is absolutely critical. Because the leaders have the opportunity to speak life or to kind of suppress life. And so as we think of these structures, or how do we support missional communities, one of the best things lead pastors could do, or really anybody in church leadership, is celebrate and be the best cheerleader, a fan for the missional community leaders. Are you coming along and saying, hey, I'm so glad you're doing these things? Are you coming along and saying, hey, way to go. This is awesome. I'm so blessed by these DNA groups. I'm so blessed by these things. And there's absolutely things we need to administratively do, keep people accountable, encourage each other, walk with people, keep track of things within the church, all of that. But if we're not encouraging people towards the right things, we're not really supporting them.
Yeah.
So if we consider missional support and not growing we're in doing good, we want to celebrate the right things and call that out as leaders from a perspective of saying, hey, yes, we want to see the mission go forward, but we want to shepherd our people into that reality, support them in that. And that's why missional support is so crucial to all we do with missional communities.
Yeah. So pastors, elders, deacons, however you're structured in your church, you can, like you're describing, create an ongoing, what we would say, coaching structure.
Absolutely.
Just this regular expectation. We're checking in every, 1 to 2 months. And we're doing some of that heart level care, some of that shepherding, but also seeing how their 30-day plans are going, seeing how their missional focus is going, seeing how the meals and parties are going. But this coaching check-in, just like a good sports coach, he's watching the team, seeing how they're doing, speaking into it, helping them make adjustments. That's what pastors, elders, in churches, I believe, should be doing, is to figure out a consistent rhythm to make that possible.